Take a look out the window. Spirit goes up as the rain falls down. I've been sailing on the wrong course, keeping it together like I did before. Think that I've said this a few times. Even with that, has it ever felt right? I swear that this has happened every moment.
Good morning and welcome back to my channel. It is Monday, September 11th. It is a cold and rainy day here, so I'm glad to be kind of bundled up in my sweatshirt here. It's homecoming week, so it's favorite team day. And of course, the Hawkeyes won the Cy-Hawk football game this weekend, so of course I had to support my Hawkeyes here at school today. It is going to be a crazy busy week, and I have a busy weekend, pretty much like every weekend, but we have home visit tonight for our adoption classes. You have to do a home study, and that includes home visits. Then tomorrow night we have foster care adoption classes for 3 hours tomorrow night. Wednesday I have chiro appointment. And then this weekend I'm going to Omaha to go to a Jonas Brothers concert with my friends. So it's going to be crazy busy. It'll be fun, but lots of things to look forward to and keep us busy with. I'm here just early enough to get 2 quick things done. I need to record myself on one of my students' iPads reading their social stories to them. We're trying something new with some asynchronous learning, trying to pair his favorite item with something we're struggling to get done with some instruction with some problem behaviors, but hoping that if we pair it together with his favorite tangible, we can be a little bit more successful in getting some of this instruction in. So I'm here, it's like 7:40 and going to try to get that done so that at 8 o'clock I can go to my collaboration meetings with teachers. So that's what I'm here to do. Yeah, it's gonna be a great week, and welcome back to another weekly vlog.
Where have you been? Where have you been? I miss you, I miss you.
Happy end of the day Monday. It was actually pretty chill, good day today, and I feel good and not overwhelmed at the end of the day. So we always love days like that. I'm at the library right now. I need to return the 2 books I just finished. I do not have time to get any new ones today. I just need to get home and get things tidied up before we have our home visit tonight. So that's what I'm gonna do, and you'll probably see me next at home tidying up.
Start of the night and I'm waiting to call you. Was knocking on doors in the dark, I've been walking hours. Been laid up on the news, now you're lying. The look up on your face, now you smile. It's the start of the night and I'm waiting to call you. Was knocking on doors in the dark, I've been walking hours. Been laid up on the news, now you're lying. The look up on your face, now you're smiling.
Good morning and happy Tuesday. It is Inside Out day for homecoming. I laughed when I put this on this morning because we definitely used to wear our clothes like this on purpose, especially the pants. I wasn't as much of a sweatshirt inside out person, but definitely we would wear sweatpants inside out like this. So comment below if you also did that too, or if that was a weird small town high school in the Midwest trend for a while. But anyways, it's Tuesday here. Like I said, I felt good leaving school yesterday. I don't have a ton on my to-do list, but I did mention in a previous video a couple things that had happened in my classroom that I haven't really given you a real update on. One of those being that we have a class pet now. So I'm going to flip the camera around and walk you over and show you what that is. Okay, so this is Herobrine 2.0. She is a beautiful, sassy praying mantis. One of my students named her. If you know what the reference is, good for you. If you don't, it's Minecraft. I don't exactly know who that character is, but this is Herobrine. She's a female. She, yeah, I caught her at my house, and I knew that I had a student who really loves bugs and insects. He will like not let us kill any of the bugs or spiders that we find in my classroom. He always catches them and releases them back outside, so I knew he would have fun with this. She's changing color though, and I don't know if it's because this is her surroundings now or if she's dehydrated or needs more to eat. I don't know. One of the associates that works in my room used to work at a vet clinic, and she had this on hand. We've got the crickets over here that she gets fed. We spray her. See if you can like see this. Oh yeah, she's moving. It's so fascinating to watch them actually eat or drink anything. But yeah, it's been an adventure for us. So let me know if you have ever had a praying mantis as a pet, or if you have had a glass pet at all before and how that went. I've wanted to have a glass pet for a long time, but I wasn't really sure how we were going to keep it alive, and like over the weekends what was going to happen, who's going to clean it out. So catching an insect for free has been a pretty low maintenance pet. But this thing can move. I did not realize it. It scared me quite a bit when I was catching it and bringing it in and transporting it and everything, because this thing can hop and fly around. So yesterday I finally made a calendar. We've had her for like 2 weeks now, but I finally made a calendar as far as like marking off that she's been fed and watered. So I will mark it off here that I watered her some today. Oh, she'll get some more. We've been getting that paper towel sopping wet to give her something to drink off of too through the weekends especially. But yeah, that's it. That's Herobrine 2.0. Good morning and happy Wednesday. I'm coming to you from my car today just for a little change of scenery and switch it up a little bit. I don't have a ton to share about at school today, or at least what I'm going into school for. Yesterday was a very exhausting day, and a day where I come home and I'm like, why do I put myself through this every day? And then I went to my foster care classes and we talked all about childhood trauma and behaviors and basically what I do every single day. And then I remembered why I do this, because kids need it, and they need a safe and consistent adult that shows up for them and loves and cares about them. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I prayed a good long while about it for God to give me the strength to go through today and be what I need to be for these kids. So that's my goal today and every day really, but sometimes I forget about it, and it's just nice to be reminded of your purpose and why you're doing something. So that's where we're at for today. Oh, on a sad note, we made the ethical choice to let Herobrine go, so it's kind of coincidental that I showed you about him finally yesterday, and it was a her, we looked it up. The male and female praying mantises do actually look a lot different from each other. Anyways, it was very coincidental that I showed you about her yesterday, and then yesterday we also ended up letting her go. So I'm glad I remembered to show you before we didn't have her anymore. I was kind of surprised that my student made that choice, but again, he loves the insects, and it was hard to keep up with all the crickets that she needed to eat. They would die. Like, we had a bunch of crickets, but they all died before she could eat them, and so you just have to be buying them frequently to keep up with it, because otherwise they die. You can't really like bulk buy them ahead of time. So anyways, that's that. It's pajama day, so I am in comfy cozies today, and yeah, it's a short day because it's Wednesday, so we have professional development. So that's my day. I hope you have a great day, and I'll check in with you later. Good morning. Happy Thursday. It is hat day for homecoming today, and although I am a big Twins fan, Chris is a big Braves fan, and the Braves clinched the NL East for the 6th time in a row yesterday. So I'm wearing my shirt also from last year. It's got the 5 in it from the NL East is over. It's actually poking fun at something an ESPN commentator said earlier in the season when thinking that a different team was going to win the NL East, and then the Braves won it. So they're kind of mocking him in this. Anyways, that was from last year though. So 6 in a row, I had to support the Braves today. Whee! as you can tell from my vlogs, even just this week, are very sports obsessed at our home. So anyways, that's my life. I'm looking around my room and I'm noticing some of the behind the scenes areas of things that I just feel like look cluttered and I want to clean up. So I have about 15 minutes before I have to meet with teachers this morning. So I'm going to focus on cleaning some things up in my room and getting that to look a little bit more friendly to the eyes, I guess.
You was knocking on doors in the dark, I've been walking hours. Been laid up on the news, now you're lying. The look up on your face, now you smile. It's the start of the night and I'm waiting to call you. Was knocking on doors in the dark, I've been walking hours. Been laid up on the news, now you're lying. The look up on
Good morning and happy Friday. I cannot believe it's Friday already. This week has gone really fast and dragged on at the same time. And even though that sounds really weird, I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a really mentally draining week at work. And it's just one of those weeks where you're just trying to survive and find any positives that you can hold on to. So that's what we're doing this week. So today I'm really excited about the weather. Let me check the temp. It's 61 degrees right now. Beautiful. I love 60s and 70s temps. I'm in a comfy, slouchy sweatshirt, jeans, some flare jeans, and my Converse. I get to go to Omaha this weekend to go to a Jonas Brothers concert with my friends. So those are the things I'm holding on to. As far as in the classroom today, I'm hoping at the end of the day, I'm not going to have time before I go to work and meet with teachers this morning. But I'm hoping at the end of the day, I can show you how I communicate with parents weekly. Last week, I called every parent and made a positive phone call and just kind of updated them on the week. This week, I'm probably going to email if I have time to make all the emails. Otherwise, I will try to put the positive phone calls in again. Usually, I do a weekly email to every single family and update them, and I will tell them, happy Friday, here are your child's behavior scores for this week. This is what we worked on. This is what they did really well. If there were any issues we had to work through, I might include something in there, but I try to keep it really positive overall. So if there was something that we had to work through, then I end it again on something positive, you know, that classic how you sandwich it. Positive, here's the concern, and then here's a positive again. And then give them any updates for next week. So like we have school pictures next week, so I'll put in there a reminder about school picture day. This week was homecoming week, so last week we emailed out about all the homecoming days, but last week I actually, instead of doing that full email to every parent, made a phone call, and it was good to like have a different point of contact and just kind of surprise them, I guess, because most of the time if you're getting a phone call from me, it's because it's something urgent, emergency, need your attention quickly about something. So it was nice to switch it up and give them a positive phone call and have that point of contact, and you get more interaction. It's more personal, obviously, because you can hear someone's voice, you can hear the tone of voice. So I made time for that last week and I was glad I did. So we'll just see if I have time or not. I don't think it like saved me any time. It was a different form of time. I was talking to them instead of spending that time typing things out. So sometimes it's nice to have a paper trail of everything. Other times it's just nice to have the personal touch behind it and make that phone call. So we'll see how the day goes and what I have time for. Obviously emails I can work on, come back to, leave a draft up. And that's kind of how I do it on Fridays, is I just try to like work through them and save them as drafts through the day and then send them at the end of the day. Last week I was able to have like a half an hour chunk of time where I just called and I didn't get interrupted and I got through all of them. So we'll see. We'll see how today goes. I think I've chatted enough and I need to get on the road. So, okay. Happy Friday, and I will see you in my classroom.
Come on, come with me. We're sipping on your water. We're chilling, cabana. Could roll like your nana. Togeher, come with you. We're singing like the morning. Break your heart in silence. Once the sun's out, so you gotta. It's the start of the night and I'm waiting to call you. Was knocking on doors in the dark. I've been walking hours. Been laid up on the news, now you're lying. The look up on your face, now you're smiling. Stay up in my mind. Stay up said my been laid up on the news, now you're lying. The look up on your...
Happy Friday. We made it. Holy cow. Felt like a marathon this week to get to Friday, but we're here. We did it. I just finished putting in my behavior data sheets and sending parent emails this week. I told you this morning that I send a weekly update to parents, so I'm just gonna read you kind of a general snippet. I personalize it more for each student, give specific examples of how that specific student did well or other things we worked through, but this is what it generally sounds like. What I wrote for this week. Happy Friday. Here are blank students' behavior scores this week. This week we continue practicing naming and identifying emotions. This will help us build the groundwork for identifying the zones of regulation and matching strategies that will help us self-regulate in different situations. Next week we will continue this work and start sorting emotions into different zones. Reminders, school pictures are next week, Friday, September 22nd, and I am also attaching a flyer about an inclusive Special Olympics event in case you're interested. I think that's all for this week. Please let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Have a great weekend. So then send those out to each individual parent. Sometimes they respond, sometimes they don't, but I log it in my parent communication log that I reached out to them, sent this. Any type of contact I have with parents, in person, on the phone, email, I log it all and have it for my records to go back and refer to when needed. So yeah, I am going to finish up a couple things before leaving. It's 4:15 right now and I do want to get out of here soon, but I need to scan in my Teach Grant paperwork from last year. It's so silly. I started working in this position before I actually finished my master's, and so that first year that I was working here did not count towards my Teach Grant because technically I was still in school. So last year counted as my first year towards the second round of my Teach Grant. I got it for undergrad and then they do it for grad school as well, but apparently I guess last year was the first year that counted for it for me. So have to scan that in, and I am re-recording 2 social stories that you already saw me record earlier this week, I think, but I need to re-record them because we changed some small details and adjusted, because that's what you do. You problem solve and adjust when needed. So we did, and I need to re-record those social stories. So those are the 2 things I'm gonna do before leaving, and then it's time for the weekend. I can go home, put my feet up, relax, enjoy, and then I need to pack to go to Omaha this weekend for Jonas Brothers. So happy Friday, we made it.
So comfortable, and no one seems to hold me like you do. You're so wonderful. A star could never shine as bright as you. Shine as bright as you. Even the dark days still see light. Even the birds still sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you, with you. I feel so lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I get to see those eyes for more than tonight. Swear you must have fell from the sky, and I feel so lucky I met you. It's not logical, the way I feel when you walk in the room. When you walk in the room, it's not optional. How gravity just pulls me right to you, to you. Even the dark days still see light. Even the birds still sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you.
All right, coffee's in hand. We are on the road. Let's go.
I met you. Spend my whole life waiting for someone like you, baby. And all these broken roses let